Tonight then, we're just going to follow up with a promotional video of what I'm doing, as I said I would, as part of information for you, and what I'll be doing next. So to start with, I'd like anybody that wants to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. Rusty Firmin, SAS TV. There's over 6,000 now, 6.5 at the last count, so it's going up quite quickly. There's an awful lot more to come in the way of stories, but every now and then I have to throw a promotional one in. I think this is an ideal time and let you know. So basically, my book, which is Go, 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 the ones who are asking, they've arrived today. And obviously on the front of it is Jamie Bell, who plays Rusty in the film 6 Days. 6 Days, the film about the Iranian embassy siege, is on Netflix. So therefore you can watch it any time of the day. So there it is. I'll be getting the next ones off to you guys as soon as possible. So thanks. The other book, The Regiment, 15 years in the SAS. That also is my stories from when I was born all the way through to when I left the army in 1992. In there was 27 years of military service. Tells you all about it. And they should arrive tomorrow, but the ones I've got on order, they will be the first to go. Then I've got some of these left. I'm hoping to get some more printed. Okay, the resolution, and that would be signed by me as well as the books. So take a look, feel free. My website, www.rusty-firmin.com or .org. If it's org/shop, it'll take you to that lot, what I've just shown you. And everything is signed if you order them over the web, posted, all inclusive in the charge. So there you go. It's been a good week. It's already a week since the 40th anniversary of the siege. So I thank everybody that's gone to the trouble of getting the books, prints, and as I say, the next ones will be going out this week as early as probably Wednesday afternoon, hopefully, and if not, I hope by Thursday morning. So bear with it, please, and I'll get them off to you. Well, normally I do a review on Who Dares Wins. That was on last night. I've done a couple, and I missed last week's on the night because that was the anniversary of the siege itself. It was in the 40th anniversary, a week ago today. Was I going to do anything with Who Dares Wins when the celebrations were going on? I don't think so. But having watched the other two, I lost a couple of hours of my life. I thought, watching paint dry is as exciting, if not more exciting, than what I found Who Dares Wins. or if you want to call it SAS Who Dares Wins, go with that if you want. Nothing like it. However, I had to watch it last night. Thought I might get some decent comments out. It's repetitive. It is, in my case, boring. For those who like it, fine. But reality, afraid not. The contestants who did the regains last night and fail, I feel sorry for, because I mentioned regains in my commando chat a few videos ago. If you teach people how to do it, they're quite easy. If you just say get on the rope and then try to get yourself up, it's a bit more difficult. Because I did it on the commando course myself. So I know what a regain is, and it isn't difficult, but we did it with full kit and weapons as well. So what I see is, you know, the regains were just part of it, and they were all in lightweight order, as they normally are. And of course, the practice makes perfect on something like that. However, it looks like it was a whole day, and the sole thing was 7 or 8 regains, however many were on there. And then that was the end of the part. So it gets, for me, it gets worse. People who enjoy it, fair enough. I can't say anything more about that. But actually, more water involvement, go and lie in the water. And I think if you move it around a bit, you'll see that they've shifted somebody in that water to make it, probably because they couldn't keep up. So when they were linked up, bit of camera action, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I couldn't bother to watch it again because I've got no more matchsticks for my eyelids. But water, yeah. And then they went to the hill, the first hill I've seen, I think. It was tiny. Go to the top of that as a team effort. Okay. Carry a tyre with you, a box, a jerry can. Get to the top. Unbelievable. That was it. So, for me, it was tiresome, it was tedious, it was repetitive. I don't see where it's going, that's the problem, because it doesn't bear resemblance. And if you've been there and done it, you'll pick this up. If you haven't been there and done it, you might like it, but you'll always get my answer. And I'm not trying to pick on anybody. I'm not even going to mention names. But they'll be glad. They'll never watch that programme again. So I won't be commenting it again, because I can tell you now, it's never going to get any better. Thank God I missed all those earlier ones as well. But that's what they like. Fair enough. So we'll forget about that. It's a few hours of my life, as I've said, wasted. However, we move on. I did say that on the video channels, I'll keep you informed of what we're doing. Well, after lockdown plans, we need to plan ahead, obviously. All the stuff that was cancelled due to coronavirus will go ahead again, I suppose. In everybody's life, things will go back as best they can to normal. When is that? Nobody knows exactly. But I'll be going, for those who asked, and I get a lot of mail and stuff, For those who've asked me, I'll be going back on the road as well. And I'll be doing book signings in different areas of the country. Sometimes when I get invited there and the events are put on, we do a presentation or a talk. And with that, there's always questions and answers after it. But I'll let you know where and when. And I'd really like to start back in Carlisle, where at the last event I should have done, my hometown, up in Cumbria, was cancelled because of coronavirus. So there's a lot of stuff to go on. Then, of course, if I do the book signing presentation, the questions and answers, it takes a lot. Sometimes it takes a long time, but it's generally a good night. And for people who've been there, have told me that. Again, I've been asked to do showings, or they do showings of 6 days, the movie. I'll come down, book sign, and you can ask questions direct about 6 days of movie if you want to. Again, they've gone down well in different parts of the country. However, we're still in lockdown. So that's okay. And then myself and Rob, we were organised the event for the 2nd of May, which was the 40th anniversary, which would be quite a big event. And it would be down in Kent. Certain people would be invited. We've got some great guests. And Jim Davison is going to be compere. So that'll be good. Everybody knows Jim. And the last time Jim did one for me, and there hasn't been many, was 1985, the 5th anniversary. So it'd be nice to catch up with Jim. And of course, you won't get a better compare for something like that. So watch out. There will be a few invites, and I'll tell you who the stars are that are coming, along with some of the ex-lads that did the siege. Hopefully no Waltz will slip in, because I'll expose them as soon as it happens. And of course, we always have a good time. So that's going ahead, and hopefully we'll get that ready. We're looking at September. It's still in the same year, the 40th year, but it's months later, but we all know why. So we don't give up. And we've got a lot of time to get it right. And of course, that's what we want to do. It'll still be the 40th anniversary, and it'll be an enjoyable night. On the other side, I'm actually a patron for 4 charities. So I've done a lot of charity work. I got out of one charity, which I'd been there for 6 years, for a few reasons, which will stay with me at the moment. So the other one is Vet Run 180, which is a great charity and set up. And have a look on your websites, Vet Run 180, see what they get up to. And of course, there's the Homeless Veterans Project up in Scotland. We had a great Zoom talk the other day with the homeless lads who are looked after by Donna, Alex, and the rest of them up there. And of course, they really put their heart and soul into it. Have a look at Vet Run 180 and have a look at Homeless Veterans Project. Then there's a John Memorial Project, commemoration project. Of course, that's being run from Scotland as well, as you'd expect. That's where John was from, Falkirk area. That we're looking at next year, will be the 10th year anniversary of John McAleese's death. However, take a look at that and you'll see our mission is to bring him home and get John back up to Falkirk and be honoured as he deservedly should be. So James and Tommy are taking care of that. So there's 3, and the 4th one is the music. I'm a patriot. I'm a patron of Patriot, which is the charity record, which if you look on their website, and you'll see that Anthony Malone, Nicky, they run that. So they try to run me ragged, and sometimes they have. However, I do believe in this stuff, and I do put my heart and soul into it, and I think they will tell you that. Tonight, there is a podcast I've done today going out. Just waiting for the link for that. And of course, it's a podcast that was done mid-afternoon today. And I was asked to talk about certain things. Have a listen in. It's north and south. I just need the link. Once I've got the link, I'll chuck it out there for you to look at and to listen to if you want. And of course, I'll be able to do that as soon as. So until I do my next one, which should be tomorrow, and then we're going to start getting back into the heavy stuff, if you like. So with that, I'll finish off for now and say, who dares wins, the real ones, and look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. I've got I've got a live event on Facebook with Phil Campion, Big Phil, with the cadets. So I don't know what I'm going to be asked, which is the way I like it. And then that should take place from about 7 o'clock on Instagram.